All right, Mike Valenti doesn't like Dan Campbell right now. Him wearing the helmet, he calls him a cartoon character. Let's talk about it. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. And we know he didn't really endorse Juwan Howard neither. So this might be a good omen for Dan Campbell because, Mike Valenti killed Juwan Howard, said he didn't have experience. And dudes like that who ain't never took a jump shot in an organized basketball game or never been too good don't know shit about sports, okay? In that situation, Juwan Howard, he spent 1,000 years playing, his whole life playing basketball on the west side of Chicago. He played for Steve Fisher at Michigan. He played first $100 million contract in the NBA. Played in preferable teams, Washington, Miami, keep going on and on. How shouldn't he know how to coach basketball? That just makes no sense. But, Mike Valenti not happy with some of the antics that Dan Campbell is doing. He said we had Marty Mortenweg. We had Ralph Marinelli. I wouldn't even call them cartoon characters. I get where the correlation is or the connection is. I get what he's saying. Honestly, I do get what he's saying when he say cartoon characters. Just, Marinelli was an idiot. He always talked about pad level and this, that, and the third. But I wouldn't say he was a cartoon character. I would say he was, I see it. He's saying that Mortenweg, basically what he said is Mortenweg, Marinelli was not qualified for the positions. And honestly, I do agree with that. They weren't qualified for the positions. They kind of had this eccentric and they kind of was very engaging speakers. I think that's what you could say. They were engaging speakers and, they made you believe something that they might necessarily, you probably not want to believe. But they were very, very, engaging speakers. They were great public speakers. But honestly, he's saying this shit won't be funny when the Lions go 2-12. And my thing is, I see where he's saying that, but then again, at this point, if you're a Lion fan, you've been a Lion fan, you got no other way but to endorse this. And like I said earlier, they went from a hard, strict, no fun, no nonsense type of guy from Matt Patricia to Dan Campbell, who is a player's coach. Like I said earlier, if you got a team that usually didn't do good and their coach was a defensive coach, then they usually go to an offensive coach. You go to a strict, no fun place, you usually go to a player's coach. So we got to see if this worked. But then again, Valenti is always negative, but guess what? He always pretty much right other than Juwan Howard. And I think part of his hatred towards Juwan Howard has something to do with him being a Sparty and they having an issue with the Wolverines and their basketball program is slipping, okay? Their program is slipping and ours is rising. So I get kind of where he's going with it at. But we got to just hope that he's wrong again. But usually Valenti negative, he wrong. But guess what? Prove him wrong. The Lions, the Pistons, whoever we talking about, they yet to prove him wrong. He usually keep the same energy for the Spartans, but they yet to prove him wrong. So you can't even get mad at his track record because they yet to prove him wrong. If people say, well, I'm negative, I just call it how I see it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, but, the Lions are yet to prove me wrong. The Pistons in a long time are yet to prove me wrong, And people got to understand you can't be optimistic about every little thing. Sometimes you got to keep it real. And the Pistons and the Lions are a long way. They're a long way to even, being there. But I do think the Pistons are on the right road. Troy Weaver had an opportunity. He has had an opportunity to have an offseason, have a season. Even though the season didn't do good. But you see the promise. He got 3 draft picks, that all did well this year. Killian Moore towards the end of the year. I think Blake and the injury hurt him, but you can see the potential. People don't want to see it. But we got to see what Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell do. Tough schedule. I don't really have expectations for the Lions, but I don't see too many winnable games on that schedule. And I'm not expecting them to turn around right away. And a lot of fans are expecting them to turn it around right away, and I don't. I've been through the turnaround. I've been through the bullshit. And if they can't turn around right away, it's going to be because of Jared Goff. It is going to be because Jared Goff is going to be great. If he is not great, he's anything short of great or exceptional. This is going to be 17 games. This is going to be a team fighting for the number 1 spot. And only how that's going to be great if the Stafford get hurt, the Rams are garbage again. If the Rams Stafford go down and the Rams go 1-2, whatever, that bodes well for us. But usually luck has not been in the Lions' corner historically. You know, we have not gotten lucky. Our luck, the Rams win the Super Bowl and we got the 32nd pick in the draft. That's our luck, you know. But they definitely, you know, Valenti probably definitely on to something, and those things are not going to be cute when we get to the season. No matter how engaged you speak, wins and losses is going to pretty much, you're going to be measured by wins and losses. And maybe not this year, you'll be judged by wins and losses, but I think you'll be judged by improvement, progress. How do you manage the game? You know, are you going to take this optimistic, you know, this optimistic approach, and are you going to go for it on 4th and 1, 4th and short, 4th and 2? And if you don't get it, then how you deal with the backlash. If you don't match the game right, we had 2 timeouts left. You didn't call them before the 2-minute warning. How are you going to be able to handle those questions? The question for Dan Campbell is, are you going to be able to handle the going when the going gets up? Because there's been situations where I've seen the Lions do some dumb shit. Excuse my language. I've seen them do some dumb shit overall, man. So, honestly, it's going to be how he handles those tough questions. Honestly, it's going to be how he handles, you know, the growing pains of being a coach, making adjustments, you know, managing the coaching staff, managing players, personality. There's layers to being a coach. It's not always about wins and losses. How do you manage your coaching staff? How do you manage your personalities? How do you handle problems? How do you handle the schedule? So, I think you're going to see less and less of that optimistic and that funny Dan Campbell. But I think if he don't get it together, it's a bad season. It's going to be quick for him. You know, I think he don't really have much margin for error, honestly. I think it's going to be a quick 1 and done for 2 and done for him. If he don't show progress as a coach, progress as a coaching staff, progress as players. You know, if he don't show progress eventually in wins and losses, it's going to be a quick turnaround for him. So, you know, we'll see, man. But I think ultimately he's going to be judged this year on progress. How progress he makes as a coach, progress his team making to the season. And you hear Justin Fields tearing it up. So if Rodgers do leave, it seems like we're still going to have a battle, obviously, for the division. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Can't wait to see, you know, season, training camp. They only got 1 preseason game. Some people got 3. But we'll see, man. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Check the Detroit Lions Talk playlist out. Don't forget me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all my social media links in the description. Twitter's the fast way than Facebook and Instagram. If you want to reach out, advertise your business channel, video request, chop it up, whatever it may be. Want to make a financial donation, Cash App, CJ Good 313 in the description. PayPal link there as well, too. Best way to donate, share the video. But let me know what you think in the comment section. What you think about Valenti take. One time for the one time. Mercy Sports Talk. We gone. Peace. All right, all my Detroit Piston fans and all my Detroit fans, all my Motor City Sports Talk fans, make sure you guys go check out Piston Mike. We got him over 100 followers, so make sure you check him out. Everything Pistons, man. He gonna hold it down and do his thing just strictly on the Pistons thing. You know, I got the Lions and Pistons, but man, we always trying to help people get their channel up. Let's get them to 200 next, 300 next, 400 next, 500 next, and let's get them all the way to a rack so you can start making that bag. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you go over to Piston Mike as you see it on the screen. Let's get them to 200, then 300, then 400, then 500, and the whole shebang. Peace.